Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl, Thena Renee, here back with Discovering Your Destiny Oracle readings. I'm back to do another episode of these inspirational insights for my misfits, my black sheeps, and my underdogs so that you can make your next move your best move. I'm so excited you're here. If this is your first time, listen, you're in the right place at the right time, right? Because you're going to get some intuitive downloads. I'm talking about these readings have been on fire and have changed my life personally, as well as everyone that I've done a read for. So trust me, you're gonna get some jewels. First and foremost, these are oracle readings, and everything may not fit. But what I love about oracle readings is that it's all about divine timing. So they are so divine that it may not be your time for the complete story, but there's a good chance there's going to be something here for you. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, yes. See, I'm telling y'all, look, hey, my, y'all. Lord have mercy. I mean, hey, this is all I can say is that, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. The cards that be coming out, y'all, because spirit wants you to have this particular message. And whenever you catch it, that's when it's for you, right? But check this out, man. The first card is unfolding. Listen to me. Your future is unfolding in front of your face. You know what? Your future is coming to you at the rate of the good decisions you make. Okay, I want you to catch that because every decision that you make, it either moves you forward or back from your or farther away from your divine destiny, right? Unfolding. It says access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Man, listen, this is all about expansion. 2024 is the year of the eight. Whatever you have reaped, you will be getting that harvest. And this is all about the year of expansion. Okay. First and foremost, you must understand whatever you have in your hand, that's what you need to do to make it work. A lot of people don't realize that their wealth, they already have it within them. That's why when people say that, it's not a cliche saying that, oh, wealth is within. It is true in every sense of the word, meaning that everything that you need to get to the next level of wealth is already in you. Like, make it work. The card says you have all the tools you need to succeed. That's confirmation. But you have to put in the effort. Sweat equity, guys. You got, listen, this is what y'all must understand about life. See, as the misfits, we get left out, we get uninvited, we get looked over, stepped on, cut back, cut down, and everything in between. But one thing that a person can never deny, they can't deny your hustle. They can't deny your effort. They can't stop that. Only thing they can do is respect it or get ran over by a moving train, right? And this is what you have to tap in. This is what you have to tap into. The thing that you are already good at. Continue to refine it. Continue to refine it. Just like with these cars, I love giving messages, and the cars is a better way for me to connect with you and have a clear message. Guess what? I'm going to continue to refine it. Okay, that's what you have to do with your talents, your skills, anything you want to do to be the best in it and to demand and command the fees that you want to have for that. Listen, make it work. Put the work in. Sweat equity. It's so crazy because we're in a world where people want to be accepted, and we hear people talking about, oh, racism this and racism that, and oh, respect me and all of these different things, right? But if you look back all the way to the 1800s, the 1700s, when our country was going through some of the same things we're going through now, there were still those shining stars that nobody could stop. It didn't matter what color they was. They couldn't be stopped. You know why? Because they sweat equity, they hustle, their ambition. Because if you can't be outworked, what's somebody gonna do with a person that won't give up? What you gonna do with a person that when it get real hard, they go in even more? What you gonna do with a person that get knocked down 10 times and get back up 11? There's nothing you can do but get out of their way. Okay? Because at the end of the day, listen, that is the spirit that it takes for manifestation. See, a lot of people talk about manifestation, but if you really have manifested anything in your life, you will know that manifestation is all about process. This is a beautiful card. It is gorgeous. Look at that. It is a beautiful card. It says, and it's a peacock tail. It says, you have the power to manifest what you want. Write it down. Write down your intentions and take inspired action to make it happen. Now, you see how that first part says to write down your intentions? First and foremost, when you write something down, you're really serious about it. And they do say it is like, I think I've heard maybe around 65 to 75%, maybe a little bit higher, more probable that it will come to pass. Even in the Bible, it says to write it down and make it clear. Guys, it's time to get clear about what you want. It's time to get clear about it. This is what I love about my God. He loves details. He loves details. So when you start talking about what you want, you can get to the details, right? A lot of people always want to say, well, he'll give me whatever he wants. Guess what? God gonna make sure you get the best that you need, because sometimes what we need is really just what we want. And, well, excuse me, sometimes what we want, we don't need that, right? So his will is definitely going to be above ours. But if we get in line and really start to kind of wake up and smell the cocoa beans about life, God will give you what you want. One thing about it, I'm telling you, he will give you some things that you want. Guys, the other day, I was literally thinking about how literally I have over 3 different vision boards that have came to pass. 3 different vision boards. And here's the cool part. My last vision board was a digital vision board. Okay, and I just want to say that since we're talking about manifestations, I might end up doing a class on that, on the digital vision boards, excuse me, and because they're very powerful. They're very powerful. You know, people talk about them, oh, it's old school. But one thing about it, I want you to understand me very clearly, because you're talking to somebody that have saw them come to pass. Like I said, my last vision board was a digital one. And I'm glad that I've started doing digital vision boards, because you can always access them. You can look back, right? You can look back and see how far you've came. Because here's what I want you to understand. Manifestation is about process. It's about process. Because you think you dream it, it gets in your spirit, the thing you want, and you become clear on it. You write it down, right? You write it down. After you write it down, you have to start the work to get to that thing. Whatever it is, you have to start becoming the person that it takes to have that, maintain that, and obtain it. Because you can only come in contact with where your mindset is, with who you truly are. Okay. Now, when I say contact, I don't mean you may have a brief run into. I'm talking about when you actually want something. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say, for an example, people that end up hitting the lottery, it's a 85% chance that they'll lose all the money. You know why? Because they wasn't getting ready for that type of money. They just happenstance and looked up and won it. Okay. And some of y'all might say, well, they manifested it, right? Because they kept on going in to, play the lottery, right? But what's worse than winning all the money and then losing it? So this is how I know it's not necessarily that they manifested to win that money, right? And we can differ on that. But what I'm talking to you today about is getting yourself ready for something, so when it is your time to get it, even if you do look up and win the lottery, you'll be the person that you need to be to keep it. Because anybody can run up on a lick, anybody can come up every now and then, It's just like the people you see that get the tax time come ups and the PPP loans and all that stuff. The real hustlers, the ones that really was manifesting something, the ones that really was on something, I'm telling you, they got their money and they flipped it and now they on to another level. That's what true manifestation is. It is a process. And let me tell you, another key to manifestation, guys, listen, is connections. And this is what's so crazy about this card, because this is the year that, even for me personally, when I tell you guys I am intentional about building relationships, I'm talking about when I tell you things are coming together, unfolding, I'm going to make it work. Okay, TD Jake says, work that thing. What does that mean? Work what you got. And I'm telling you this, when we talk about manifestation, listen, connections is major in it, because some of you might be saying, I want to start this company, I want to start a community, I want to write a book, I want to do this podcast, I want to do this YouTube channel. Listen, sometimes what you want is a connection away. And here's the thing about connections. Connections are bridges. They're bridges between people to go from A to B. And that's what you need to manifest something. Manifesting is simply saying, I want A. Now I need to find out how to get from A. I want Z, excuse me, and I'm at A. How do I get from A to Z? You get from A to Z by building bridges. Connections can get you the knowledge that you need, and it can open up the doors that you need. It says contact those who help you. It's time for that too. You know that so many times as misfits, we spend a lot of times dealing with people that want to compete with us, and they weren't true connections. But true connections are people that complete you, and they know that when they're dealing with you, it's a win-win. It's not a I win and you lose thing, right? Those are low vibrational people. So you don't want to waste your time with them in this season of reaping and sowing, because if you're listening to my channel, if you reached this video, you have been reaping, you have been sowing a lot of seeds. And sometimes it feels like you'll never get what you have sown. And I'm here to tell you, 2024, you're about to get every seed that you've sown. And a lot of it is going to be through not just manifesting money, but it's going to be through connections, because connections are currency as well. But here's the thing, you have to continue to be the person that it takes to maintain these things. Even your next opportunity, get in that opportunity. And I'm talking about you maintain it, you leave it way better, no matter how you want to end it. But you always want to close the door softly. So we're not here to burn bridges, right? This is why we have to connect with the right people in this season, because we're building lifetime relationships. We're not wasting our time anymore with people that want to be with us, and then when they see another train moving in a better direction, they're jumping ship. Well, no, we're not doing that no more, right? We're going to go ahead and cut them off. Soon as we see that something's not right, we're cutting them off right away. So with the real connections that we have, it's all about completing you. And when people complete you and not compete with you, they know, hey, this is a lifetime of connections, and this is going to be a forever flowing of currency through the right connection. Okay, so I'm going to leave this read right here. Once again, another powerful one. Again, listen, this is deep, because you got to understand, listen, we're in April. We're at the end of April. Y'all, we're about to go into the springtime, to the spring and the summer. What happens in the summer? The unfolding. And what's really crazy is, in our country, we're in an unfolding right now of different things that's going on, even in our country, in our nation, right? This is almost prophetic, because what you must understand is everything that you need, it's already in you. It's just trying to make it work, and respect the process of manifestation and getting these right connections, y'all. This is deep on so many levels. Okay. I hope you got that. If this is something that's very insightful to your journey, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I promise you, you will be blessed by being connected to this channel, because we're going to keep on dropping this heat. Okay. Until next time, I'm your girl, Athena Renee, and I'm signing off. Take care.